Plaintiff Raquel Sanchez says after she started dating the defendant, she discovered he was extremely clingy and was constantly going through her phone. Raquel says she loaned the defendant money for a car, but now that she's back with her ex-boyfriend, he refuses to repay her. Defendant Christopher Myers says the entire time he dated Raquel, her ex-boyfriend harassed him and would often spit on his car. Christopher admits that he borrowed money from Raquel, but says there was never a deadline for repayment.
Prove your case.
Well, I was dating Chris, and he seemed like a really nice guy. He got along with my family and my friends, and everybody seemed to like him. But what had bothered me about him was that he came off as kind of clingy and emotionally attached, to the point where he would want to check my cell phone, and he was kind of weird about me having a password on my phone.
So in other words, everybody liked him but you, and you the one had to go with him.
He was a different person with them than obviously he was with me, because I was his girlfriend. Yeah, and in return, I wasn't clingy, and that kind of bothered him too. And so he kind of became suspicious of me to the point where he would want to check my phone. He didn't find anything on my phone. The only thing he found on my phone was a picture of my ex-boyfriend. Nope. It's a picture.
Now listen to what you just told me. You said he didn't find anything on my phone. That's the first sentence. He didn't find anything on my phone.
It was the
only thing he found on my phone is my ex-boyfriend. How much more do you need?
It was just a picture.
Is it all right with you for your girlfriend to have her ex-boyfriend? Did you have his picture on there?
I had a bunch of pictures of him on there.
Oh, okay. So you had all your man's pictures.
I didn't cheat on him. When in reality, he was the one that had his ex-girlfriend at his house all the time, hanging out with his sister and his mom.
It's not true.
She was there.
Could you say the key words, his sister and his mom?
And she would even stay the night a couple nights out of the week.
With the sister and the mom?
Right. And
but you talking to your boyfriend directly. You talking to the guy you cheating with directly.
It was just a picture.
Sir, was it all right with you for her to have her ex-wife? Did he have his ex-girlfriend's picture on his phone?
I did not try to even look through his phone because I trusted him, so that I would not know. I would not know.
So you trust him?
I did.
So what's the problem with his girlfriend coming over if you
Because it was weird to me that his mom and his sister would still hang out with his ex-girlfriend and have her stay the night over there. I wasn't with him 24/7.
How long had you been with the past girlfriend?
About 3 years on and off.
Okay, and she got close to your mother, obviously,
yeah,
or whatever.
She's a beautician.
And we're going to get to the loan you're suing him about, but I'm just trying to reason with you. Trying to stick up for you, trying to work it out for you.
Thanks.
No, ma'am. You're being unfair. First, you acted as if you were suspicious. Now you're saying you trusted him. Nonetheless, one of the issues you have is just his ex-girlfriend associating with his mother and sister. A lot of people don't cut off the relationship with the parent and the sibling just because they break up with the boyfriend. But as for you, you're running around with his picture on your phone, looking at it every chance you can get.
Honestly, it was not like that.
On your phone? Why do you keep it on there? These are the questions you should have asked. Did you ask her?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah, she said he sent it to everybody. She said she wasn't going to stop talking to him because they've been together for like 2 years.
Fine, talk all you want, but did you ask her, why do you have him on your phone to look at him at will?
Yeah, she wouldn't like really have anything to say about it.
Well, let's ask her now.
Why'd you have his picture on your phone?
To look at it at will.
To look at it at will?
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. Like, we still communicated now and then. We were friends.
All of that is a beautiful thing. Looking at him.
It was a nice picture. It was him in his uniform. He's in National Guard. It's gonna come off bad.
Get a load of that. Nice picture.
Okay, he's in National Guard. It was just of him in his suit. He sent it to his family, his friends. Me, I was part of his life for 2.5 years. I mean something to him.
If he had his ex-girlfriend's picture on the phone, would you have a problem with it?
I probably would.
Thank you. You are unfair. And you hurt your case. Judgment for the defendant. You all right with it. Well, just talk about the case. Tell me about the loan.
Okay, well, me and him dated for 2 months, and within that 2 months, he was looking to buy a new car. And he had mentioned to me that he was $1,000 short. So I had offered to lend him that money, and now that I'm with my ex-boyfriend, he is using that as a reason against me to not pay me back.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Is he back with his ex?
I don't know. I've not talked to him. But when we were together, his ex-girlfriend messaged me and told...
Let's get to the money. When was he to repay it?
We didn't set like exact like payment
When
arrangements.
was the date of the loan?
I took it out June 5th.
Of 12, obviously. Yeah. All right. Sir?
All right, basically while we were together, I had to deal with her ex-boyfriend the whole time, like harassing me, spit on my car, and just like threatening to fight me.
Because she was still cheating with him.
So,
weren't you?
I was not cheating.
Yes, you were.
He put his hands on her before and left bruise marks. She told me about it. Grabbed her so hard and squeezed her that he left bruise marks on her arms. I don't know. It's ridiculous that she's going back to him.
All right. What's happening with this money? The loan that she...
Yeah, I was working in Chicago, and I needed a car to get back and forth from Indiana to Chicago because I'm from Indiana. Mm-hmm. And like she said, I found a car that I wanted, and I was $1,000 short, and she offered to lend me the money. And she never said that when I should pay her back. There was never a date set. Just make payments whenever I could.
Have you made any payment?
Yes, I made $120 payment, and then I made a $40 payment.
Is that true?
He paid me a total of $120.
It's not true.
When is the last payment?
I'm not sure.
That's a little light, sir. What did you expect? Was he working? I mean, how did you expect to get paid?
Well, he was working a decent job when he was working in Illinois, but he quit that job, and now he's working at a minimum wage job. So I didn't expect him to pay me right away, but I did still expect him to pay me. He told me he would, and he even told my mother that he would pay me back.
And the last time he paid was when?
I believe it was the beginning of July.
Okay, and it doesn't mean he's not going to pay you. Has he ever said he wasn't going to pay you? Since then?
I have Facebook messages of him saying that he was assuming it was a gift for all the bull crap that I put him through.
Let me see that. Don't try to lie to the woman. No wonder she went back to her ex. Does he ask for money?
No, he does not.
He give you a couple grand now and then, doesn't he?
I'm sure he would.
Don't say you throw you a couple dollars if you ever run short.
Plaintiff Raquel Sanchez dated the defendant, and she claims he's refusing to repay her for a loan because he's angry that she's back with her ex.
Let's see. Written agreement because it was a gift. Sir, did you characterize this as a gift?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Your name Chris Meyer?
Take me to court because I could have paid her back all the money and then I'd have no proof and she could still sue me. So I said, just take me to court at the end. And that's what she did. So.
No, this is you, sir. This statement you made is clear. It really affirms what you're saying today about her getting with this other guy. You're not getting anything because I'm right. You me over and you already have someone new. I don't want a relationship. Ha ha. And have fun. And have fun with that because there's no written agreement because it was a gift. Then you wouldn't allow her to message you anymore. You can no longer message Chris Meyer. $880 is your judgment, ma'am. You did him wrong, no? She did you wrong. You're wrong. $880. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I don't know. I'm just over the whole situation. It's kind of ridiculous. She's back with her ex now, so whatever. Just want to move on with my life.
I just can't get my money. I don't want to deal with this, and I don't want to see him ever again.